Okay, next up, we've got Alessandro Gallardini from Topics to speak to us about the journey that they've had as an exchange through the last 20 years. So, Alessandro, over to you.
Hi everybody, I'm Alessandro from Topics. I'm a senior engineer in Topics, and today I will give you a quick overview of Topics, what is, and what we are doing for our next future. Starting, I would just like to thank you. It's my first LINX meeting, and yesterday and today I have a very good welcome, and especially I enjoyed yesterday the community. It's been really amazing. Thank you. So Topics, we are a not-for-profit consortium. We have more than 90 members. We turned 20 years old last year, and we run the IXP network since the beginning, and starting from 2006, we started a program to help and support technically the local internet and IT ecosystem. We have mainly private members, but with a strong public participation from the local government. Our infrastructure spans the whole northwest of Italy. We have the main POPs located in Turin and Milan, and we cover all the main cities across the northwest. So basically, we have 42, 43 nodes. We do have some housing location where we can host a radio access system directly linked to the wired nodes. We have billing LAN, in private interconnection services, marketplace, and we do also provide direct private link between two members or the single members, so basically peering. We added the time as a service 4 or 5 years ago. I will have another slide explaining them later. These are our numbers. More or less, we have 200 gigabit of traffic and around 100K IPv4 prefixes on the route server. We do run a Nokia infrastructure running on top of an EVPN MPLS segment routing underlay. We are managed compliant and ISO 27001 certified. We have remote peering relationship with other internet exchanges historically with V6. This is the Padua Internet Exchange, northeast of Italy. We helped them to start up the IXP several years ago, and with LINX, France IX Aura nowadays, because of the cross-border relation that we have between Lyon and Turin. We do have reseller programs with ITGate, BIX, and other carriers that are inside the consortium, and also member of the Internet Exchange. As all the Internet Exchange within RIX, we have a marketplace. So basically, we have reselling and marketplace ports for allowing members to sell and buy services like with point-to-point VLAN or with closed user group VLANs, but also remote peering services from carriers or the other internet exchanges. Time as a service. Several years ago, we started selling traceable and secured timing, synchronization, and frequency services from the Italian National Meteorological Institute in RIM. Basically, we do provide PTP async services on demand, so we are able to sell this kind of services on all our POPs, plus extending this kind of services depending on the request. We do have a free services, an NTP free services for all the customers, where everybody can ask a VLAN, where we do provide the NTP synchronization services directly linked to the UTC IT time reference. Quite challenging. For sure, the main customers are coming from the financial markets, but we do see some interest also from enterprises and industry. We have also some discussion with, let's say, energy companies, but it's always a little bit tricky with them. In the last 2 years, we helped the debut of JEDIX, that is the Genova Data Internet Exchange. It's an IX located in Genova, in the north of Italy. We started end of 2023. So you can find all the information on the website. It's a small internet exchange with 2 POPs located in Genova, where a lot of submarine cables are arriving. So there is some interest in the local market to help to grow the local internet market. So that's why we help them. As an internet exchange that has a regional scope, so basically we see a lot of different customers, maybe slightly different from LINX, from this community, because we have a lot of local and regional ISP, small enterprises. From our point of view, the internet exchange is basically what we will see in the next coming years is an infrastructure together with the community, where the internet exchange is just a facilitator to let all the different actors in the territory to interconnect each other and access some services that are generally available in the main POPs in Italy, but also outside. So basically a broker able to federate and interconnect the resources that are present into the territory. This is well within the Gaia X vision. We are inside Gaia X, we are participating, and we are working with a lot of local operators, mainly data center and cloud providers that are present in the northwest of Italy. We booted Structura X in 2021. Basically, we run a proof of concept together with different other actors, where the goal is to demonstrate basically the capacity the possibility to federate the cloud actor and the infrastructure actors together to have a federated infrastructure joining together all the resources available. We will run this POC and we are working inside this activity. So this is the general overview of topics, what we do and what we are aiming to do in the next future. Okay, all these discussions are tightly coupled with what we have inside our infrastructure. So we were a Cisco-based fabric till 2 years ago. We were still running all layer 2 protocols. So basically, we were spanning 3 infrastructure. That wasn't that so. No, it wasn't really ready to address all the needs that we see in the future. So basically, in order to allow all the people to easily access the services, for us it was mandatory to upgrade the infrastructure in order to have a network that was ready to allow us to have a quick and effective automation system to give to the customer services, to new services, and an easy access to the services. So 2 years ago, we swapped to Nokia. We built a completely new infrastructure together with the old running one based on the 7250 IXR. We moved away from the modular system approach. So basically, we built on the core POPs small closed fabric interconnected with satellites interconnected to the core nodes. The underlays is based on segment routing MPLS, because in our case, since we are spanning more than 1,000 kilometers of fiber optics to interconnect all the links, we thought the MPLS was the right way to go. And on top of this underlay, we built the EVPN overlay. So all the services are running on the EVPN. Everything went smooth. It is running great. For us, it's really, really easy to provision services with EVPN because they can be easily automated. The support from the operating system of the devices is for sure great. And having the MPLS substrate allows us to work on also the SLA and I would say resiliency feature that we didn't have before. For sure, we are moving to 400 gig. We are using 400 gig mainly for the backbone. So we started using 400 gig ZDAR for the DCI interconnection. And probably in the near future, we go using ZDAR Plus or Bright ZDAR for the, let's say, not long distance, but interconnecting the most distant POPs using some DWDM underlay. So automation is just not the provisioning for the NOC, but also for the customer. So at a certain point, we started to think how to provision, let the users deploy the services alone. So at the end of the day, we choose to implement the IXPI, and that's what we are doing now. We started automating the infrastructure around 6 years ago. When we moved from BER 1 to BER 2, we decided to automate all the deployment to the route server. So everything was configured on a Git, and then we had a runner configuring the route server. Everything worked smooth, but configuring the old network infrastructure for network services was quite tough because we didn't have the facilities coming from an EVPN network. So now we are moving to automating the whole infrastructure, but we experienced some problems with respect to our big backend system. So basically, we developed and use till now an in-house developed management system. It was we tried at the beginning to use IXP Manager, but since we have a lot of POPs, we have to manage a lot of housing. IXP Manager didn't quite fit our needs, so we started 10 years ago to develop a tool we call Central Services. But actually, it doesn't fit the requirements for doing automation. So basically, it wasn't quite suited to be the right source of truth to run the automation. So we selected a new tool. Basically, we are running all the automation on top of Netbox as a source of truth because we feel it is quite readily available, and also it can be easily extended using plugins. So basically, we are coding new plugins for integrating all the requirements that we have to fit inside Netbox, all the EVPN model system, and all the features that we need to deploy services. All the automation part is running on top of Ansible. So we're running AWX, so Ansible Tower, basically, that is going to interact with the devising via netconf. At the beginning, we were thinking of having only Ansible Tower running, but at the end, we felt that there was something missing in the process of orchestrate the whole process of running the services. So on top of this, we put Airflow, that is technically taking care of the whole process using Netbox as the source of truth and Ansible AWX as the executor and checker of the automation. We have already deployed some basic system with this setup. It's running quite well. Since inside Topics we have also a small coding team, we could afford to work on the coding of the missing feature in Netbox. So probably we will participate publicly to the Netbox plugin repository. We are developing all the Netbox stuff in a way that they can be IXPI compliant. So basically the data model is structured on the IXPI data model. This way it could be quite easy to translate APIs between Netbox and the real IXPI provider. But we didn't feel comfortable to code, to deploy a new orchestration service. So basically, we wanted to use already available tools like Airflow, like AWX, in order to, let's say, code the process, not the tool. For sure, we will go, and for the next future, for sure, we will integrate this automation part with the all the telemetry stuff, because we already playing with them, but they are not tightly integrated in on the service portal and the automation part. So that's it. If you have any question or suggestion, it would be great. Thank you.
Any questions?
Really.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll
Thank
be
you
here.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.